I did not mean to blow your mind, but that shit happened to me all the time. Man, the new season of Black Mirror, bro. I got mixed feelings about this series. I loved it when it first came out, but they made it like a lot, 3 episodes or something like that, maybe 4. The Americans took it, and I feel like we kind of fumbled the ball, but I feel like some episodes we did even better, so it was weird. But the last one with the Striking Vipers, and I like the Miley Cyrus one, but we're not talking about that one. We're talking about this season right here. So the way I'm going to break it down is I'm going to start with the ones I like the least to the one I like the best. And on series or on any kind of show that like has mini shows, anthologies and stuff like that, I usually do a 1 to 5 on each episode instead of the whole 1 to 10 like I do when it's a movie. So we're gonna start off with and remember, you guys, this is basically like Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Tales from the Crypt area, so I'm down for all that. I've seen like all the seasons of those. I really like them. I'm interested to see what you guys thought. I feel like I did a Guillermo del Toro's House of Curiosities review. If you haven't seen that, check that one out. And in that one right there, I broke down the same thing, different episodes and whatnot. Let me know if you guys watch that one too, because if you're a fan of anthologies like me, then I love anything like this, like any kind of show that has series, episodic episodes, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, my perception and the things that I like aren't the same as what you guys like. So if you have a different list and anyone's watching, I appreciate it. Put your list in the comments and let me see what your thoughts were. If you think I was stupid, let me know that too. I would like to see if you guys think maybe I'm dumb, or maybe if we think alike, or if we're in tune, or if we're completely the opposite. Maybe you said my whole list is just dumb and I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, first I'm going to start with Maisie Day. Let's see here. Maisie Day. This is basically a woman who's a sleazy paparazzi taking private photos, exposing people's lives for money, selling to tabloids and gossip sites. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any spoilers, so I'm gonna try and do like kind of like vague overviews of each episode because I want you guys to check them out. I'm gonna tell you a couple things I like, a couple things I don't like. In this one right here, I believe it's Zazie Beetz, or I don't remember what her name was as the chick. I'm not sure, but this one to me was the weakest one. Like, I really didn't like it. It's I felt like it had potential. Like the ending had potential too, but the way they just did it. The thing that really makes me like Black Mirror is the technology. I love how like some episodes are past technology, some episodes are future technology, some episodes seem like they could be tomorrow. Some episodes seem like it could exist right now, but we just don't have it, or we have to be able to afford it. And depending on your personality and your mentality, some episodes can terrify you, some episodes can make you laugh, some episodes can make you cry. Like for instance, the episode with the mom, I don't remember which one, I think it was Archangel, I'm not sure, where the mom could see her daughter, what she was doing. Me being a dad of my daughter, I wouldn't even want to see that. I'd be like, man, I'm just going to try and just do my best to keep her off the pole and just let's see where God puts her. But mom, that episode probably really hit home to her. I saw a movie called Lamb, and in the movie Lamb, I didn't really understand the movie till I went home and I saw the guy say it's like a family horror, and I was like, oh, if I had a family, then whoa, it would have been a whole different story, because that would have been my baby. I would have been like, don't fuck with my lamb baby, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going off topic, but okay, so Maisie Day, and this one right here, I didn't like the premise. I'm biased on this episode because I don't like paparazzi. I don't like people that run out with cameras and shit, and I don't like people that act like they don't like them whenever it suits them, and then whenever they're doing bad they want them. Or I've even heard of people calling the paparazzi to be somewhere and then acting bad towards them, even though they ordered them to be there or paid them to be there. Like, oh, what the fuck are you guys doing here? When you know that they're just going to be there because you said for them to be there. So that kind of shit is fake to me, and I don't like fake ass shit. So I never liked that anyway. So this episode already. Now, if the guy was intending to do that, then that's cool. I'm not going to give him points for that, though, because I just thought he really missed the ball with this one. There was a lot of exposition. There's a lot of extra fat on this that shouldn't be, where the main stuff is a lot less. And I'm like, why? With 4 or 5 episodes, it didn't make any sense to me to have a filler episode. And that's what this felt like. I was like, there's not enough episodes, and we've been waiting too long to have something like this. So, the actress is weak. The story's super slow. The ending had potential, but it dropped the ball. It's like I felt like the premise of this story too is something that I personally love. I love this. I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but I actually love that. I don't see how it really falls into place here, but at the same time, just like in the Twilight Zone, you can just do whatever you want. That's what I thought was cool. Each version of Earth in every episode to me was like a different Earth. I don't know if people look at it like that. I didn't always think it was like it was the same Earth, like in kind of like the multiverse of Marvel and all that shit. But yeah, this one was weak to me, man. The story was slow. Ending had potential, but they dropped the ball. I gave this one a 2, man. 2 out of 5, bro. If you want to start with Maisie Day, I would, because it's the weakest one. So I would say start with that one. But I believe it's the 4th one in the episode series. There's 5 episodes altogether, and this is the 4th one. But on my list of good to bad, this is my worst one. So I'm gonna start off with Maisie Day, and I'm giving that one a 2. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. The next one I'm gonna say is called Beyond the Sea. Now I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, because I feel like a lot of women, and I feel like a lot of men that have families and stuff like that are gonna really, really resonate with this episode, and they're gonna probably like it the best. So I can see, I'm not stupid, if you actually could like this one the best. I don't actually have a family at the moment, and I don't have any shits to give, so you know, it didn't hit me as hard. I did drop a tear though. That's where I'll give this one like some credit. Like, it actually had some emotion, dude. And in like 1 hour or however long these episodes are, it actually struck up some emotion with me. So it's like this one's about 2 astronauts on a multi-year mission, and they're using avatars on Earth while they're living in space. That's the premise of it. I'm not going to tell you the whole inner workings of the episode, but I thought that they definitely went in different directions in this episode, and I understood that, and I kind of understood why they had to wrap up certain things hella fast, because it would make the traditional ending not possible. So I feel like they kind of forced certain things to conclude certain things, if that makes sense. If you watch the episode, that's why I didn't like it as much. I felt like the traditional ending that I would have seen, or the traditional motivation that I would have seen, had to be wrapped up hella fast. And the way that they did that, I didn't agree with. Hopefully if you watch the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad is in this one, and I really thought he did hella cool, because it's that weird distant one when he was towards the end of the seasons, where he was just all like out of it and everything, and I feel like this guy's kind of him, the cold hard version of him, which I kind of like. Besides that, they actually got me to tear up a little tiny bit. There was about 2 or 3 scenes where Aaron Paul really like I don't know if maybe they had him channel some kind of bad memory or something, you know. It hurt. It made me channel some bad stuff too. I don't like to see people in pain. I don't like to see people crying. I don't like to see people hurting. There's not much I can always do because I'm hella broke, and I'm just a big ass dude. But if I could ever help someone, I don't like to see that. And in seeing that, I felt like he shared something with me, and I feel like the director got something out of him that I felt like was noteworthy. I feel like I gave him a point just for that. Besides that, it's a drama. This episode's definitely a drama. So if you're into the more action or the more comedy, This ain't it. This ain't that episode. It's a slow burn, man. This is definitely a slow burn. Josh Hartnett's in it too, and I haven't seen him since The Faculty, I think, or Halloween H2O. It's been a while since I've seen him. Oh no, maybe Black Hawk Down. I think maybe that's the last time I've seen him. I haven't seen him for a while, but he might be doing stuff in like series. I don't watch a lot of TV, and or I don't watch too many. For me to watch a series, someone has to damn near put it in my face. I'm like, look at this, watch this, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. But besides that, it's hard for me to just start a series unless it really grabs me. The ending, I felt like I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this. I didn't like the ending. I'm not gonna tell you about the ending. Tell me what you thought about the ending. I could see how you can love the ending. I could see how this could be the best episode for you. I could see how this episode could be a 5 for you, and I could see why you'd wonder why it's my 4th worst one out of 5. But I'm also going to give this one a 4 out of 5. So I know that's retarded, right? It's like I'm going to give this one a high number, which is a 4, which might even be higher than other ones. But it's like, I don't want to see this again, is what I'm saying. So it's like, sometimes that's a good thing. Like, remember that movie The Road? I don't know if you guys ever saw that. I don't want to watch that movie again, where the dude was just having to take people's clothes and leave them butt naked, and everyone's trying to, like, have sex with his son, and it was just like, I just don't want to see this. I know that's probably the future, but I'm just like, I don't want to see this. But yeah, so I gave that a 4 out of 5, even though it's my 4th one. Alright, I'm going to go to my 3rd one. So, coming in at number 3 is, oh yeah, and Beyond the Sea is number 3 in the list. So if you don't have a episode list, number 3 is Beyond the Sea so far, and number 4 is Macy Day. But on my list, Macy Day is number 5, and Beyond the Sea is number 4. So let's go to my third one, which is actually, these are getting better right here. I didn't really dislike any of them except for the Macy Day. But the third one, I have Lock Henry right here. Alright, so Lock Henry, I have mixed reviews. I have mixed feelings about this movie because I like weird ass, like, hidden stuff like this. But man, I could not stand the black chick in this movie. Oh my god. She just got on my nerves, dude. It's like they forced her to make stuff be weird, to where she was like trying to have sex right by his mom, and it was just stupid stuff that was relevant to the show, but it was just forced. And I felt like, man, they might be calling in some episodes already, because I didn't really like the chick. But besides that, the mom was great. I thought the mom played a really good, mom. I'm not going to tell you anything else besides that. But in the show Lock Henry, basically it's about a white dude bringing his black girlfriend home to his mom while they're on a trip to make a documentary. So they're on a trip to make a documentary, and I guess to save hotel space or just to visit his mom, they're going to go see his mom. I'm not going to tell you any more than that because I want you to, I don't want to spoil it. I want you to check out the show. But I hate the black chick. She was horrible. If her intention was for me to not like her, then her acting was great then. But if she was supposed to be like kind of likable, or I was supposed to be on rooting for her side, I guess I'm not woke or whatever. It's just disrespectful to me, and it just seemed kind of dumb. And out of a lot of black people that I've seen in this movie, in this show, in this season in particular, it's just like, I felt like we were kind of like, I don't know, like Anthony Mackie. I just thought, I don't know, black people in Black Mirror just aren't really, it's a swing and a miss to me on some episodes. But like I said, in this episode, it's old tech meets new tech, which I thought was kind of cool, and I like that. So the technology aspect is old technology, where in most Black Mirror episodes, it's future technology or present technology or one day from now technology. But they usually don't delve into like old school stuff that we've already used, and that becoming a sense of horror or wonder or whatever you want to call it. I thought that was pretty cool. I'd like to see more of that, actually. I know there's only so many different devices that they could use, but I would love to see a Walkman that someone recorded some kind of death stuff on. But yeah, so the ending is good. I thought the mom was hella good. I felt like I wanted more. Like, I actually felt like this Lock Henry right here could have went crazy. Like they could have really pushed the limit a little bit. And I mean, not shown more sex or anything like that, but they could have showed some more. They could have amped it up a little bit. I mean, I would like to see almost the found footage type show. And I love that. I know it's been done 1,000 times, but I love them. I watch almost every found footage show. I know they're horrible, and they keep making them. But I actually like the first Blair Witch, so I've been a fan of those kind of movies all the time. They're probably cheap to make too, so I bet you that's probably people like, hey, we can just make the movie look crappy and just call it a found footage movie. Like, yeah, whatever, let's go. Just sign my paycheck, bro. I don't give a goddamn, bro. I'm calling it in. But yeah, man. So that's Lock Henry, and that is number 2 on the episode list. But that's number 3 on my list. So number 2 on my list is called Demon 79, and I thought this one right here was like the real funny, like the real weird. I don't want to say supernatural, but more like demonic, I guess, because it's called Demon 79. It's like it's with the spirits and stuff like that, but it's not. It's still grounded in the sense of the humans, and they made everyone still look human and stuff like that. Sometimes, like I felt like Game of Thrones. That's how Game of Thrones kind of won a lot. A lot of people past that first episode didn't see a lot of dragons and a lot of stuff for a long time, and then a lot of people, when I would tell them about Game of Thrones, would be like, "Oh, I don't like that dragons and sorcery and all that stuff," and I would tell them, "Well, you know, it's just about this guy doing this guy dirty," and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch that." So I felt like, in that sense, it's supernatural where there is demons and it's called Demon 79, but they still kept it to where you didn't see like a lot of like horrific things or like I don't know how to like. I feel like someone who's religious could watch this and not completely think it was sacrilege, completely like The Exorcist or something like that. But yeah, so this is about an Indian woman who gets a lot of racism in her everyday life, and she accidentally summons a demon, which I thought was a pretty good premise. I thought it was funny. I like too how they don't explain a lot in this episode. Like a lot of it is just, it is what it is. And sometimes to me, when you're doing an anthology or when you're doing something that's like an hour, that's what you got to do. Some stuff we have to understand about it, and some stuff it just is what it is. Like a lightning bolt or like something happens where you're just like, okay, like I know it's lazy, but at the same time it's like you don't have hella time to sit there and explain everything to me. You got 45 minutes or an hour, and it has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it has to be cool and it has to work. So if you have a 2-hour movie or if you have like a 7-part series or something like that, yeah, do that for sure. But I like how they did this one right here. I actually love this actress right here, which I thought was pretty cool because I couldn't stand the first 2 actresses that I was talking about. The male actor was cool. He was cool. I don't know if he's in other stuff. I should have did my research. Both these actors could be in other stuff. I don't know. It's an Indian girl and a black dude, but I thought he had potential. I thought he was cool. I don't know if he was doing an accent or not, or if that's where he's really from. It's funny, man. This one's hella funny to me. I really like the attitude of this one. It was like more my style. Now, some people I can see hating this one. And if you're one of those people, I can see you being like, Demon 79 is the worst one. You're hella stupid, blah, blah, blah. There was an episode on the Curiosity one where they were doing dope and they were doing all kinds of stuff. And I was like, oh, this is tight. And people were like, I hate that episode. And I was like, all right, bro, calm down. All right. But yeah, it's like I said, it's hella funny. This one right here, I really enjoy this one. I don't want to tell you guys too much about what happens. I want you to really watch this one, but it had the humor in me. It had the funniness. There was some blood to it. There was some killing. Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5, man. I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. I didn't take it too serious. I can see if you hate it, and if you think I'm stupid for that, for being my number 2 one on there. It's actually number 5 on the episode list. So if you actually watch the episode list, it would be the last episode. but on my list, it's actually number 2. And yeah, coming in at number 1, some of you guys probably don't like this one, but I thought Joan is Awful was great. It's like, it kind of reminded me of my ex. Like, if I could see her life, it would be exactly that. Like, oh, this dude called. This dude this. Oh, what happened with this? Well, I don't like Rob's this and that. And I'm like, oh, man. It is what it is, though. And in this episode right here, Joan is a go-between the higher-ups and the employees. She's a selfish, mean, modern woman. And she essentially comes home to watch a TV show about herself. I'm not going to tell you too much more about it than that because I really want you to watch this episode. It's the first episode of the list, and it's also my number 1 episode. So I would say watch this one last. If you went by me, I would say start with Macy Day, then Beyond the Sea, then Lock Weary, then Demon 79, and then Joan is Awful. That's the way I would do it. But if you watch it in the same order that you're going to watch it that it comes in, I still watched it in the original order. So this was the first one, though. Selma Hayek plays Joan in a Netflix show. The show is about someone watching the show about themselves on Netflix, and the idea I think is pretty genius. I'm surprised. This has probably happened before in some episodes, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. I've seen stuff similar to this, but not exactly the same premise as this. The show has Joan meet Joan. It's really a fresh take on the first episode. Michael Cera has a cameo that's pretty damn cool. I like him a lot. I think he's pretty tight. It's a strong swing to start. There's nothing explained, and I was able to use my imagination. So it's like they gave you a little bullshit explanation, but it wasn't anything. It's like, it's how you're supposed to do it. Just kind of like show me some shit, make me laugh, and then let me kind of figure it out along the way. So yeah, man, I gave that one a 5 out of 5. So yeah, man, hopefully you check out this season. Hopefully you like it. I'm just a nobody, just telling you what I thought. So if anybody's watching, I appreciate it. And yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know what your list was. And hope you enjoy the new season of Black Mirror. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.
You know something. What is it?
I'm scared, Pancho.
Bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man.